Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Man, I saw a lot of people from all over today. I saw a bunch from Europe. I saw South America. I saw all over the US. I saw from the Caribbean, Jamaica, um, Denmark. You're right over by me. I'm in the Netherlands, so I'm over there with Denmark, us Nordic countries. Yeah, it's nice and cold out. Um, we got Africa, Australia. Oh man, I need someone from Asia, and we've covered every continent except for Antarctica. I think that's I'm sure it's the middle of the night, but I'm sure someone is here from Singapore or Vietnam, or we got England, Norway. Oh, Norway! I might be doing a marathon in Norway. It's crazy, but I might be going to Norway for a marathon this summer. I don't want to do it. First, I hate running, but peer pressure is a hell of a drug. So you never know what might happen. But good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever it is to you. Happy Friday. Thank you for being here. You made it. It is the end of another week, or the beginning of a Friday, so almost the end of another week. And welcome to Coffee with Shine On. Super excited to have everybody here. I'm excited to get. I always love getting to do coffee with Shine-Ons. Let me see if I can uh, bring up my face so you guys can all. Oh, hold on, I gotta figure out how to do this. Um, well, you guys should look at my face, but I'll share some my my slides here. Um, So you can see my face here. There's me. I'll remove it for now. I guess I can just talk and then we can get into this later. But again, thank you all for being here. It's my favorite time of the week. I get to interact with all of the merchants from Shine On. I work hard all week doing a bunch of random stuff that is all behind the scenes that hopefully you guys see the end result and get really excited about. We've had a lot of fun stuff to talk about so far this year. I know last week, if you weren't here last week, you missed a bunch that went on last week. I believe we had Tammy on, and she did launch is served. I believe I smile every time I say that. But we launched a bunch of products last week, and I'll talk about those here shortly. But you know, I've been with Shine On for a while now. I think I'm about to hit my 4 years here with Shine On. Um, and when I started, we had like 5 products, and now, man, we are cooking and we are entering some new territory. Right? We've got all sorts of cool home decor. We got a tote bag that you can carry with you. Like we are taking the message card and we are spreading the message card to every product that we can think of so that you can take your designs and start putting them all over the place. We are trying to become your one-stop shop for print on demand. Hey, you love us, you love our customer support, you love our products, you love our app. We might as well just put more products in it so that you guys can continue selling with us and having more opportunities. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. We are talking about how can you diversify your Valentine's Day selling opportunities. We at Shine On are doing a lot to provide you with a lot of new opportunities to make money with us. And I want to make sure that you guys are aware of how you should be doing it, why you should be doing it, and what are all the steps that are involved? What are all the different ways? Running a brand is a lot of work, and we are giving you that ability. So it's really exciting for me to chat about this. I get really pumped about talking about this type of stuff. Let's go ahead and jump in here to our first slide here. Let me see if I can figure out. First of all, like this post, drop some hearts in the comments. Tell me where you're from. You guys have already all been doing that. Give me some emojis every time you guys do this. It helps Shine On spread the good word of Shine On and the Facebook algorithm, and make sure that everybody knows that they should be. Oh, look, I can put myself in the corner. That they should be paying attention to Shine On. And so we appreciate anyone and everybody showing love when we do these coffee with Shine On. The best part, the reason you guys are all here, is to find out, did you win swag this week? Because Shine On gives away Shine On swag every week in Coffee with Shine On. And if you want to know how to win swag, I'll tell you how to win swag right after I give away some swag. First one, Assad Khan created a really cool walkthrough on how you can generate images with AI. How you can take a design and then create more designs using AI. How you can, what type of prompts that you can use, and things like that to really help you to make the design process. Now, a lot of times this design that's popped out isn't perfect, but then you can take that design as inspiration and you can go build other designs with it. You can put this in Canva and you can cover up certain places and put other stuff in there. So a lot you can do there. So Assad, thank you for providing a ton of value to the community. Brooke, I believe, will be reaching out to you and giving you some coupon codes so you can go and get yourself some Shine On swag. So if you see a message from her, it's real, and get yourself something cool. I believe we've loaded in a bunch of new swag recently. A lot of new stuff is in the merch store, the Shine On merch store. We've got a lot of really cool stuff in there. So definitely, even if you don't get a swag coupon, if you don't win swag, feel free to go check it out because maybe you just want to get yourself a Shine On shirt. I'm not wearing one right now, but I've got tons of it, and I wear it all the time. So, um, so then let's jump over to the next one. Leslie Simpson. Leslie, we love you. Leslie is one of our top merchants right now, and she says customer who ordered yesterday just got their shipping notification today. She emailed to say that was so quick. Just ordered it. Thank you so much. Just wanted to pass on the thanks. This is what you get when you have really fast production times, and you get your order comes in, it gets processed, and it gets made quickly. It makes your life with your customers really good. This is someone that you go to and go, please go leave me a review. This is someone that they will become an advocate of your store, and they will share that information. Leslie is killing it right now. So you deserve some swag anyway, but thank you for sharing this. We always appreciate when people share anything in our Facebook group, and this just goes to show that it really does make a difference with what production partner you choose to use for your print-on-demand business. So thank you again, Leslie. Do you want to get free swag? Do you want me to say your name? Do you want Tammy, Michael, whoever, Andy, to say your name and give you some free swag? Then here's what you can do. Throw a post in the Facebook group. You can just say how happy you are. You can show us that you got your first sale. You can show us that you got your 312th sale. I don't really care what you show us. Show us what you're doing. Show us something you're working on. Show us some cool thing that you've learned how to do. Show us how you're utilizing AI. Show us a cool review you got. Show us anything that you can do. Provide value to our community, and we will reward you. The Shine On community is all about value, and we try and make sure everything that goes in the community provides value to our merchants. So please, that's what you got to do. Whether or not you get swag or not, you should want to provide value in the community because others provide value in the community to you, and that's what makes the community work, is everybody kind of working together. There's plenty to go around. All right. Let's jump into some latest news with Shine On. What's going on in Shine On? So you guys are all up to date. So first up, we do have an announcement about our EU factory. We will be having a temporary pause of shipping out of the EU. If you are an EU seller and you've been selling with us over Q4, you might have had a lot of logistic issues with not necessarily that the products aren't being shipped. It's that once they're in the carrier's hands, they just aren't getting delivered how we want at the speed we want. And there's a lot of work that needs to go in on the back end to fix that. So after the Valentine's Day cutoff and all of the orders from Valentine's Day have shipped, we will be moving to have future orders shipped out of the US. And hopefully very soon, before Mother's Day, we will have our new factory, new shipping, new logistics, all of that up and running and ready to take your orders. So we're moving as fast as we can to get this switch made over. It's just we have to stop orders coming through so that we can make all the back end changes and test all the back end changes before we turn it back on. So that's what we'll be working on. We will try and communicate as much as possible about when this is happening and how fast. We have done a lot of work with the carriers that we use in the US to set up really good international shipping. So we have done a lot to make sure places like the UK, places like the EU, Australia, all of those types of places. We have gone in and negotiated better prices, and we have negotiated to get better shipping methods so we can shave down on the time those will take. The hope is where it should have been maybe a 5-day shipping, maybe it's only increased to a 7-day shipping. So hopefully it doesn't affect you too much. But we did try and make sure we waited till after Valentine's Day so you have the biggest opportunity there. And then we hope to have everything back up. But we'll communicate as much as we can on that so that you guys all you know what's going on. You're in the loop. You know what to be aware of. And like I said, we'll share more on that over the next couple months. And then your Valentine's Day deadlines are here. You have your Valentine's Day shipping deadlines for the US. You have your woven and printed textile products. These are your welcome mat, your tote bag, your blanket, your wall pennants, and stuff like that. We only have standard shipping. We're actually getting really close to launching express shipping on those, or priority shipping, I should call it. So more on that coming soon. But the cutoff there is January 31st, 7 a.m. Have your orders in so that we can get them out on time. For your graphic and your engraved products, your acrylic, your journals, your wallets, your standard is February 5th and your priority is February 7th. For your message card and pick products, this is your standard is February 7th and your priority is February 9th. So we can get them out and delivered in time for Valentine's Day. And then for the EU, for your graphic and your engraved products, February 5th is the deadline there. And for your message card and your jewelry products, you're looking at February 6th to have your orders in by 7 a.m. So that we can get those orders fulfilled for you. So I think those have been posted into the group. If they haven't, they will be very soon. They'll be available in knowledge-based articles. I'm pretty sure we've sent out an email. To respond to this, what is a pick product? A pick product is like a non-personalized piece of jewelry. So your love knot that we just have to, what we do is we pick it and we add your message card to it. That would be a pick product. Anything that's engraved, personalized, printed, any of that stuff would be under the engraved or the graphic. So the pick is really just like your basic jewelry products, just so you're aware. So those will all get shared out elsewhere. So you don't need to like write this down. You'll see this all over the place in the next couple weeks as we prepare for Valentine's Day. And then we have a Valentine's Day contest. I am very excited about this one. I love doing contests. I love doing challenges. I love seeing what you guys are capable of. All right. And for this one, we are giving away a good amount of Shine Cash. We are going to be giving away $250 in Shine Cash. If you don't know what Shine Cash is, Shine Cash will get credited to your account. And when you get an order, that order will get paid by your Shine Cash. So it becomes a free order for you. So you get $250 worth of basically your base costs paid for. Really cool thing there. We give away a lot of Shine Cash, and I'm really excited about this challenge, doing stuff like this. How this challenge is going to work, we are trying to see who can sell the most of a couple of our new products and products that we think will be top sellers for Valentine's Day. We have our heirloom woven blankets and the classic pillows. This is great. Again, you got about 2 weeks to go out there and kill it with this before the Valentine's Day deadline. This contest starts now. Go out there. If you haven't tested with the blanket, if you haven't tested with the pillows, I hope to inspire you today to do that. The 5 merchants that have the highest sales of pillows and blankets before the cutoff, which I was on this last one here, which my head is covering it up, so I guess I should move out of the way here. By January 31st, so by the end of the month, if you sell the most pillows by January 31st, you will receive Shine Cash. Where am I? The top 5 will receive Shine Cash. Look at David. He says, pillows? Oh, you must have missed Coffee with Shine On last week. Yes, we have pillows in our catalog. We have blankets in our catalog. We have tote bags in our catalog. We have metal wall art in our catalog. The catalog is expanding, and it's so much fun. So anyway, we will announce the Shine On, we will announce the winners in Coffee with Shine On February 2nd. So look out for that. But like I said, if you haven't started testing with this, my hope is the talk I'm about to give you will inspire you to go and do that, because we think there's a couple people that are going to hit some big winners with these products this year for Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is a great opportunity. It's a short period of time, but you can bring in a lot of money, and it can really set you up for the rest of the year. All right. And then, in case you weren't aware, you want to make more money, Valentine's Day is the perfect time to add some upsells. Everyone's always looking at that way to make their gift just a little bit better. And we have a couple existing upsells. You have your rose petals. We have your gift wrap with the personalized message. But we also have a new one, which is this pop-up flower bouquet, which is beautiful, and it's a great little extra piece to take your gift to the next level. We have it set up as an add-on. If you don't have access to this, that's because you don't have a membership with Shine On to our one of our membership levels. If you join that, you get access to our upsells, and you'd be able to have access to this. These are going to fly off the shelves. We've already got people selling them. They're selling really well, and they're going to raise your AOVs a good amount, and they're going to sell really well. Merlene says, will these upsells be available after Valentine's Day? They will, and we are bringing in some more for Mother's Day. So we'll have more upsells hopefully available by Mother's Day to be perfect for the Mother's Day, to be more Mother's Day specific rather than the roses, which are more Valentine's Day specific. So if you're not using these, use these, and we will we'll go from there. And then let's see here. If you haven't left us a review in the Shopify App Store, please go leave us a review. You can go to apps.shopify.com/shineon/reviews, or Brooke will post the link right now. I put her on the spot there, so we'll see how fast she is. And you can leave our app a review. It means a lot to us if you do that. As our marketing guy, there you are, Brooke. Thank you. As the VP of marketing here at Shine On, this is one of my biggest things that I love to see. We have a 4.8 star rating. If you go look at other print-on-demand apps, we have the highest rating of all of them. And if we do everything to earn that, and I think many of you will agree we deserve the rating. So go give us a nice 5-star review, 4-star if you're just not sure, but I prefer 5. And leave us a review because it does a lot for us as a company to be able to grow and expand. All right. And then, do you want to get caught up? Did you miss out on hearing about that we launched pillows? And you're like, how did I miss out? How did I not know? How can I stay in the loop besides coming here every Friday and watching Coffee with Shine On? How am I supposed to stay in the loop? Well, if you go inside of our Facebook page and you go to that featured section, you will see all of our announcements, and you will see all of the major things you need to know about. So anytime you come to the Shine On Facebook page, you should go up and hit that featured button and just see if you've missed any announcements so you can make sure you see them. We also try and send every announcement out in an email, so you should make sure you're getting our emails. They're probably going to the email that's associated with your Shine On account. So go check that. Make sure it's not going to spam, so you stay in the loop and you are aware of everything. So you don't show up today and go, pillows? I'm calling you out again, David, because you could have been selling these for a week. All right. Oh, and I wanted to present it this way because every time I present, you never get to see me jump. I magically like lose my hat, my hair changes color, and I land in a cup of coffee, and I just love this. That's one of my favorite things. Um, do I do another one? Okay, I don't. I want to do the toast with this sitting here. I prefer the toast with you guys watching me jump in the cup of coffee because I think that's better. For me, I don't have a cup of coffee. It is 5:30 in the afternoon. So believe it or not, I am not drinking coffee. I've got a nice little thing of juice here, and that'll subside. Um, Keep myself nice and hydrated, and so I can talk. But let's go ahead and if you have coffee, if you have tea, if you have water, if you have whatever, let's all go ahead and raise up your glasses, mugs, bottles, and or flasks, and join me now for the Digital Marketer's Toast. Here's to more conversions, more cash, cheaper CPMs, and lower CACs, to higher CTRs, much higher CVRs, to enabled ad accounts and big bank accounts, to upsells, downsells, and cross sells, to the winning products and repeat sells, to the thing that everyone knows. The riches are in the niches, but also in your email flows. Cheers, everybody. Mm. I want to respond to one thing here. How do we design in Canva? I believe we put out a guide on exactly how to do the designs in Canva. So I would go maybe look at our knowledge base. Um, I believe we put out something about how you can use Canva and then resize it so that it will work at the size. So I believe that's been put out there because there is a workaround for that. All right, let me get back to my presentation here. Digital Marketers Toast. All right, this is my first slide. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. We are in the season of love, the season of romance. This is a great time to be selling some jewelry with a beautiful message card online. There's a ton of buyers out there. This is one of the most like people spend the most amount of money on Valentine's Day. It is really, really good. Um, this is a great make money. It is a short selling season, but it is a great chance if you hit a winner, you can scale it really fast and you can set up the rest of your 2024 for success. This is the first holiday of the year. So this is your first time to really make 2024 the year of you and the year of growing your store. So let's talk a bit about Valentine's Day, right? It's all about romance. Or is it? Does it all have to be romance? Is everything that sells on Valentine's Day a gift from man to woman or from partner to partner? Is that how it all works? Like is that everything that has to do with Valentine's Day? Are there other ways that you can sell for Valentine's Day? Are there other things that you could do that might help you stand out from all the people selling romance on Valentine's Day? And yeah, I mean, obviously the answer is yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here, right? I wouldn't be having this conversation. There's a lot of things you can do besides romance, and a lot of people are saying that all they'll do is romance, and that can be a bit of an issue because there's a lot of people selling husband to wife. So the person you're targeting, it might get really expensive come Valentine's Day because everybody's trying to get a husband to buy for their wife. So there's a lot of things you can do to get around this. And DJ here put a great one: parent to child. Yes, right. Like that's a great angle to go to, right? Um, One of the things I say is like you can bring people into your world with romance, right? Because it is Valentine's Day and that is the primary driver of spend during Valentine's Day is your romance and your jewelry or your acrylic products, right? Those could be your main drivers um, of where you're driving traffic to your website. That could be the leader, like that's the lead magnet. Um, but like you also need to think, what else can I sell that person? What else could they want? What else could they need? Let's say I do have a husband to wife piece of jewelry. Well, what else am I going to sell him, right? Sure, I got him to buy a piece of jewelry. I got him to buy that pop-up flower bouquet. But now what? What do I get him to buy another piece of jewelry for his wife? Well, he's probably not interested in buying two pieces of jewelry for his wife, right? So what else can I sell? Well, there's gifts for daughters or sons, right? Parent to child. Um, and there's decorations for their house. And you're probably going, whoa, huh, yeah, you're right. I can, right? Like decorations for your house is a thing. Wife to husband, again, wife to husband, a lot of people don't think about, probably because they're thinking about selling jewelry. But if you think about like acrylics, there's a lot that you can do of giving your husband a picture of him and your kids, or my wife would put a picture of our wedding on a piece of acrylic that lights up, right, with a heart on it, a gift to me. But then she might also be interested in buying something for our daughter, or maybe she's interested in buying something for our house because people spend a lot of money decorating their house for Valentine's Day, and a lot of times that gets lost in the shuffle, right? They think so much about husband to wife or wife to husband that they forget about where else is money spent on Valentine's Day. And you're right, it's spent on your kids. Um, I've bought stuff for my mom before. I've bought stuff for my grandmother. I've bought stuff from my mother-in-law. I've bought stuff for friends. I've bought stuff for coworkers before. Now, obviously not in the romance niche. I'm not giving my coworker a romance thing, but it's Valentine's Day, right? Like you give people stuff. It's just the thing where you show that you appreciate somebody. It doesn't all Valentine's Day isn't all about like romantic love. It could just be showing appreciation for people. And so there's a lot of angles that you can go into to sell products and to fill your store with products, and the ways you can cross sell and post purchase and upsell, downsell people into other stuff and really raise your AOVs. Um, and what I like to do is say, like, you need to create a theme and you need to sell an experience when people are on your website, right? Let's say you bring them in with um, like for me as a guy, like you bring me in with this message card that's got like sweet tart, or what are they, little heart candies that say "Be Mine" on them on the message card, and a piece of jewelry to give my wife, and that's like the theme that you've brought in. But like, can you take that to the next level? Is there a way that you can take that theme of those, I think they're called sweet tarts, sweethearts, I don't know, the little heart candies. Is there a way that you can take that and then you can spread that further? Like you could do one for daughter, right? That has the same style message card, and you can pitch me on that. You could do one for mother-in-law. Maybe they're less romantic hearts, right? I don't really know. But there's also other things that you can do to, like I said, create a theme and to sell an experience. So, what if not only did I get my wife a piece of jewelry with the little sweethearts on it, but what if when she got home, there's a welcome mat out in front of our front door with Happy Valentine's Day on it and a bunch of little sweetheart things, sweet tarts on there that say "Be Mine" on it. And she comes in the door, and on the couch there's two pillows, and those pillows have a bunch of sweetheart things on them that say "Be Mine" all over it. And right in between that pillow is me sitting there with this jewelry box, and she opens it up and it's got the sweet tart things on it, right? I can sell a whole Valentine's Day experience to somebody, and I can take my AOV from maybe a $60 piece of jewelry to a $140 bundle that I've created because I've sold the ultimate Valentine's Day experience. It's multiple products. that all come together and create an overall Valentine's Day experience that I can give my wife. And as a guy, I'm looking for anything I can get to have a leg up in the Valentine's Day world. And I, personally, like I think a lot of women would be like, "Wow, look at what he did. He bought multiple things that were all themed together. He really thought about it. It does a lot. And if you sell the experience, you're selling more than just the jewelry. It's not just the jewelry, it's the ultimate Valentine's Day experience that you can go and you can sell to people. And it's a multi-product bundle. I mean, that's just one example of that what you can do with that, right? And here's some examples, right? You could create a bunch of uh, matching welcome mats for the jewelry that you're selling. So again, maybe they come in from the jewelry, but then you're cross-selling them on a matching welcome mat to say, hey, like, I'm gonna buy my wife a Barbie piece of jewelry, right? Like the message card is gonna be Barbie related, and I don't know a bunch of the Barbie quotes, but like, it's got a Barbie quote in there or something from Barbie, right? But then like she also gets, mine would be Casey's. I don't think she'd want a Mojo Dojo Casa. I think she'd want the Malibu Dream House. But I would want the Mojo Dojo Casa. But anyway, like you can create an experience where the products all link together and they allow you to raise your AOVs much higher. Because once you have me on the hook, right? You got me on the hook for the jewelry. Why wouldn't I say, yeah, I'll spend an extra like $35 and get a welcome mat? Like that'd be great. Um, like why not add pillows in there? Like, hey, you already got me in the door. There's a ton that you can do that are probably very similar to your message card that you could put onto a pillow. There's customized ones where you can put, and again, this one is for grandmas, right? Grandma's sweethearts. Um, but you can link products all on the same theme on your website. So if I came in and I bought this, this has my wife's name and says sweethearts and it's got our kids. Well, like why wouldn't I then try and say, hey, do you want to buy one for grandma as well? So I could come in and I could buy a piece of jewelry for my wife and I could buy a pillow for my mother-in-law or my mom, right? And like there's all sorts of ways that you can take these products now and you can start building a much more complete funnel because jewelry is not always appropriate for everybody, right? But the theme that you do, there's a lot of ways where you could take Barbie related stuff and you can make one that's very romantic for your wife, and you can make a bunch that are really funny for your friends or for your colleagues or for your parents or your kids, right? My daughter would love, Esme's Mojo Dojo Casa house. Like she would think that's hilarious. She loves Barbie. She's got Barbies everywhere. Why wouldn't she want a Barbie pillow to go with? Um, so there's a lot. DJ, I'll get to you in a minute. I'll get there. Don't worry. But there's a lot that you can do with all of the different products. To again, you're creating a theme, and because someone came in and they bought your Barbie jewelry, you can maybe now go and sell them a bunch of other stuff because you have some data on what they've bought and whether you sell it to them when they buy the jewelry or afterwards. These are things we'll talk about here shortly. You can utilize all this information to really go out and you can sell them more and get them to come, even come back. Even the blankets, right? You can do these photo blankets, right? If it's our first, they're buying our first Valentine's Day as husband and wife, right? Well, why not get them a blanket too? Or if they bought the acrylic with Where We First Met, well, you could take that design and you could do the same thing for a blanket and you could sell that. There's a lot that you can do that once you have them in and you know what they're buying for, you can sell them on other stuff because jewelry is great and it serves a purpose, but a lot of them might want a blanket. They might want, they might want something different that the message card is really like oh, you're going to open it, you're going to look at it, but that message card, you're not going to like frame it and put it on the wall necessarily. But you could take this blanket and you could do it. You could take the metal art and you could put that design on the metal art, and they can have it where they could then go take that metal art and they could put it on the wall. And you're, I hope you guys are catching what I'm putting down here, but you can create this theme that really connects everything that you're doing. It links everything together and can really help you to take what you've learned about your buyer and sell them more stuff. So create a shopping experience that allows you to take advantage of your acquisition cost. You have paid to acquire this person. You might as well sell them more stuff. And everything that you sell them after you've acquired them is pure profit, right? If I bring them in and I sell them a $60 piece of jewelry and it costs me 20 bucks for jewelry and it costs me 30 bucks to acquire them, right? Then I end up making what, 10 bucks? 10 bucks profit. But then I go sell them a $90 blanket and that blanket cost me 30 bucks. I just made $60. So now I went from making $10 off of them to making $70 off of them because I only have to acquire them once. Once they're acquired, that acquisition cost goes to zero on every future sale. So once you have a customer in a trap, take advantage of the diverse product offering to cross-sell and post-purchase sell, right? So this is where we talk about how do you get them to buy? How do you get them to see all these different products, right? They're not just going to constantly sit there and browse your store, but once you've got them in, you can do it. So you can do on-page recommendations, right? So at the bottom of your product page or even in your cart, you can have a little slider, right, that shows other products. And you can set it to say like, hey, if they have this product in their cart, show these products. And so when they go into the cart and they have the Barbie jewelry, it shows them the Barbie pillow and the Barbie blanket and the Barbie wall art, right? So you can get really good about making that funnel so that you know what they're about to buy. So show them more things that they might go, oh, I should add that in there. That's great. There's a lot that you can do with that. Post-purchase funnel. If you don't have a post-purchase funnel, you should have a post-purchase funnel, right? I bought the jewelry and it goes, hey, before you leave, you should also look at buying this pillow, right? Like you can do that in your using, like a one-click upsell is a great app that you can use for that. And you can set it by if they buy the Barbie jewelry, then show this. If they show the Barbie blanket, and if they don't want to buy the Barbie blanket, show them the Barbie pillow, right? And you can say, hey, this Barbie blanket is normally 90 bucks, but if you buy it right now, you save 30% and it's only 60 bucks because you're still going to make $30 on that. And that's your money, right? You've already acquired them. So you can use post-purchase funnels. But then let's say they get out of that funnel. Well, then what do? Well, they've bought something from you, right? You now have their email. You can create a welcome series email. It says, hey, thanks for buying something from us. Take a look at some of the other products we have. And you can also look at all the blankets that we have, look at all the pillows that we have, right? You can create an email series that if they buy on a Tuesday, they get an email on a Wednesday, they get an email on a Thursday, and it shows them more products that you have. And there's also post-purchase email flows, right? You send them an email that says, hey, thanks for making a purchase. Your purchase is confirmed. In that confirmation email, you can go into Shopify and you can say, hey, take a look at some of our other products. When your product ships, you can also go in there and you can edit that email and say, hey, take a look at our other products. You can drop content in there. You can even say, you can set up a post-purchase. Let's say you have Klaviyo, right? They get product data. So they know, hey, John bought your Barbie jewelry. So he gets entered into a flow that says, it's our Barbie jewelry flow. And because I bought Barbie jewelry, you're going to email me and say, hey, thanks for buying the Barbie jewelry. Just for you, here's a 20% discount on all of our other Barbie products. And it's got the Barbie pillow and it's got the Barbie blanket, right? You can drive them in because they might go, yeah, like, hey, I bought that and it was great, but oh my gosh, the next day they're going, oh my God, if I had the blanket, that's going to be so great. And they're going to come back and they're going to spend money on you with you, and that costs you no more money. And you can really take one person and you can get them to buy a second time. And that's what takes your acquisition cost and it just like slices it down to where all of a sudden where you're normally acquiring someone for 20 to 30 bucks, it starts to look more like $10 because of the other sales that you're getting. And that those other sales can be extremely profitable sales to where you can run your lead, right? Your hero product, your jewelry product at basically like a break even. Say, I don't need to make any money on this. As long as I cover my costs, I'm going to go in and have such a good funnel that I'll make all my money just on selling these other things. And if you can sell a blanket to every fourth person, for every four people, you make 30 bucks, right? You're making, God, my math is horrible. I don't know, like $8 a person, something like that, 775. I don't know what it is, something like that, right? So you can get really good profits by using your all of these flows that happen after the purchase. And that's what kind of allows you to really take this to the next level, and you can allow your Valentine's Day to be really, really successful. But it doesn't all end with Valentine's Day, right? You can utilize the past, right? So you might have been selling over the Christmas holiday, and you've got a an email list, right? You've got a bunch of customers. Well, have you emailed them to let them know what products you have for Valentine's Day? They might have bought a piece of jewelry from you, so they might not be interested in jewelry, but their wife might have really loved that card that you gave them. Um, but guess what? Now you've got a blanket, you've got a pillow, all under that same theme of the design that you had. So you can go and you can sell them on the blanket and you can sell them. You can send out emails to these people that you've already acquired and get them to come back and buy from you again because your product catalog now is diverse, right? You have more than just jewelry products in there. You have pillows, you have blankets, you have tote bags, you have wall art, you have all those things. Your wife, my, the person's wife might have said, oh, I love this jewelry so much and I love this message card. I wish I could frame it. And then guess what? For Valentine's Day, I can go buy her the metal art version and go, guess what? I knew you loved it so much. I got one that we can hang on the wall. And she's going to go, oh my gosh, you really pay attention to me. That's my hypothetical. I always hope that my wife will say that when I buy her stuff. That's not normally the case. But that's what you can kind of build, right? By having this diverse catalog, right? So again, utilize the past, utilize your existing people, but you can also start creating year-round sales. So let's look at this. This is 10 pillows, right? And in these 10 pillows, I am covering 10 months of the year, right? February, we're selling a Valentine's Day pillow. And if I have someone that comes in and they buy a Valentine's Day pillow, well, maybe I send out an email um, the end of February that says, "Hey, take a look at our St. Patrick's Day pillows." And I build a bunch of pillows for St. Patrick's Day, and they come in, they buy a St. Patrick's Day pillow, and then I go, "Hey, check out our Easter pillows." And now in April, they're coming back and they're buying an Easter pillow. And then they love our pillows so much for May and Mother's Day, they're buying a Mother's Day pillow. And then in June, they're buying a Father's Day pillow. And in July, they're buying a July 4th pillow. And then Halloween, October, they're buying a Halloween pillow. And then November, they're buying a Thanksgiving pillow. And then Christmas, they're buying a Christmas pillow. And then New Year's, they're buying a New Year's pillow. Like all of a sudden, you can have like by having these new products in your catalog, you can really start diversifying what you offer and utilizing your existing lists and doing all of this allows you to create you're no longer 100% solely reliant on running a Facebook ad to get sales. If your email system and one of the brands that I run, my email system generates over 30% of our revenue. Over 30% of my revenue comes from my email. And those My product is $10 and I sell it for $60. So when I get those people that come back and they buy a second or a third or something else, that's like $50 a sale that I'm getting. And that's 30% of my revenue is coming in at like an 80% margin. That allows me to run my ads at a very low margin because I know I've got a system that generates revenue on the back end. And I'm coming out with new designs all the time and I'm emailing existing customers because we have products that are good. They come back and they buy more. They buy one from themselves. They like it so much. We get them to come back and buy one for a friend. There's a lot that you can do to really get people to start thinking about, like, your store no longer has to be a one stop or a buy or die store, right? It's no longer they come in, they buy, and they're done with them, right? You can get someone to come in and buy something, and then you can get them to come back again, and you can get them to come back again and again and again and again, right? Because you're going to be able to build such a more diverse offering. You're going to be able to build more extensive catalogs because jewelry doesn't always apply to every occasion. But a lot of this new products that we have coming out, they do. And they apply to, they're a much more broad audience, and it's all about your design and how your design works. And I get excited about this because I see the potential of some of you guys building what literally becomes passive income of all you're doing is doing designs and sending out emails. And every time you send out an email, you're generating a couple $1,000s of revenue. And so you can just do that. I got to take a drink. Anyway, I get excited about it. Well, there's a lot that you can do here. All right. I didn't want to get too in the weeds. I want to give some time to answer some questions because I'm hoping I spurred some questions in you, spurred some thoughts in you. So let me jump in. How do I create bundles? Would they have to buy them separately? So hopefully, Deidre, I answered some of that with, you can use on-page recommendations. You can build a post-purchase flow. You can use email to get them in. There's a lot of places you can get these products back in front of them. Sometimes they might be buying them separately. Sometimes they might be buying them together. It just all depends on what you're wanting to do and how you build it. But there's a lot of opportunity for you to figure out ways to get these products back in front of them. And once they have trust in you, they'll come back and buy again. It doesn't all have to be getting them to buy multiple times for Valentine's Day. Remember, if you can get someone to come and buy from you for Valentine's Day and they have a good experience, you might be able to get them to come back and buy for Mother's Day. So you can bring them back later in the year. And that's where you start building that lifetime value. And then Jinsel says, what app do you recommend for email flows? I'm a huge Klaviyo fan. I love Klaviyo. I've used Klaviyo going on like 8 years. I think I've been using Klaviyo, something like that. It's been a long time that I've used Klaviyo. And they've grown a ton. I think they just went public last year. They've really grown exponentially. They're a really good company. They tie directly into Shopify. It's a really easy setup. They get all of your customer data, all of your product data. You can set up certain flows that says, like, if they buy out of the Valentine's Day collection, show them St. Patrick's Day collection. There's a lot that you can do in there with automation. And we'll be doing a lot of training on how you can really maximize a lot of that email stuff, because email's probably going to become very important to everybody with a lot of the products that we have coming out. Because if you think we're done launching new products, you guys have no idea what's on the horizon. No idea. It's about to blow everybody's minds with what we're doing at Shine On to really expand these products and provide you guys with really, really high quality products. Someone said, how do you make bundles? Well, you can download specific bundle apps. Shopify, I also believe, has Shopify bundles. I believe it's a new feature they released last year. I personally haven't used it. I've always used a different bundle app. I can't remember. I think it's called like something with an H. I think H bundles, huge bundles or something like that. I forget the name of the app. But if you go into Shopify App Store and you search bundles, you'll get a ton of apps. But I would look into Shopify bundles because it's probably free. And what you can do is you can basically go into your Shopify store, select 2 products, and create a bundled product, and then you'll have a listing with 2 products on it. There's stuff like that you can do, and then they come through as individual products, and so they can get fulfilled by Shine On very easily. Like it sends both products through to us. Because if you just try and do it manually, it's not going to get the stuff that Shine On needs from it. I use Bundler. There you go, Bundler. That sounds like an app that makes bundles to me. Any other questions, comments, thoughts? Is anyone? Hopefully, you guys are all off thinking really hard right now. Is anyone excited for our Valentine's Day contest? Is anybody wondering how they're going to sell a bunch of pillows and a bunch of blankets right now? I have a couple of you in mind that I think are going to go crazy with these blankets and pillows. I'm excited to see if any of you guys are eyeing up that Valentine's Day contest. Oh, Shell once in. Facebook user says absolutely. DJ says my brain is thinking. I'm looking at the time since I'm new to all this, but I'm excited. There's a lot. Don't worry. John says very. Sean says yes. David says very. Deborah, you were the one I had in mind, to be honest with you. That I was like, if anyone's gonna go ham here, it's Deborah. I had a feeling that you'd be all over this Valentine's Day thing, and you got the blanket mind. You're thinking through how you can sell a bazillion blankets right now. I'm excited for it, and we're excited to do more of these contests. We really want to try and do, we've always had our traditional Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas. With a lot of the new products that we're launching, we're really going to start doing some like contests around some of these smaller events. We'll have Father's Day, we'll have Halloween, we'll have Thanksgiving, because a lot of these products, you can create big selling seasons out of these holidays that haven't been traditional Shine On selling holidays. So look forward to more and more of these contests. I know we're looking at, I'm going to do it wrong. Tammy told me the right way to say it today. I'm going to say it the way I keep remembering it, even though I know it's wrong. But the Momstacular Challenge, Monumental, that's what it is. The Monumental Challenge. We'll be bringing that back this year so that we can really, as a community, learn and come together and start really, motivating everybody to start getting those first sales, 10th sales, 100th sales. Robin thinks that's funny because she listened to me say Momstacular like 10 times today. I got my first sale this month. So excited for my next sale. Congratulations. You're a Facebook user to me, but in my heart, you're more than that. But StreamYard.com/Facebook, so I know who you are next time. Maybe I'll give you Shine Cash. But guys, thank you all for joining. It's been fantabulous. Really enjoyed doing this. I will be back maybe, I think, in February. I think I have another Coffee with Shine On in February, so I will be back. I'm looking forward to it. I wish you a bunch of luck, and I can't wait to see what you guys do in the next couple of weeks as we lead into Valentine's Day. If you have any questions, any comments, throw them in the Facebook group, and we will get to you. Thank you all, and enjoy the rest of your morning, evening, or afternoon.